welcome Solex Nation. We are in 3/4 of the way through July, and we have a really fun thing that we're doing this month.
July is moving right along, and we do have a July promotion.
We
we have a couple things to talk about regarding July.
We do.
But one of them is that when you enroll a new QLA, that QLA will receive a 6-pack of the Alpha 3 passes, and you get one too. We've been handing out those like candy. There's been so many.
Yes.
I think some people have like 18 or more Alpha 3 passes in their scanner. So
now there are some new people that are on this call right now. So if you don't know what an Alpha 3 pass is, it's a 3-day pass that you can give to someone to use the scanner for 72 full hours to test it out and see what they think. Now, when you send that Alpha 3 pass to them, make sure you also send the video, the welcome video, the Alpha 3 pass welcome video, so they know what they're getting and how to access it.
And we've been making some more videos to help them along the way.
Not only how-to videos.
Yeah, not just the what is an Alpha 3 pass, how do you use it for the person who doesn't know anything about the scanner. You're sharing an experience with them where they can on their own go through that. That Alpha 3 training video obviously is a few minutes of teaching them how to do it, but then we have all of the trainings of how to use inner voice, how to do vitals, how to do comprehensive, and
we just came out with SEFI.
Yep.
And so we're gonna go ahead and show you that video really fast, and we'll be right back.
SEFI is an acronym for Subtle Energy Frequency Imprinter. This technology presents a personal menu of thousands of frequencies that address various imbalances in the body. SEFI is designed to capture, amplify, and imprint subtle energy frequencies that can be broadcast to an individual or imprinted into an object. There are many categories in this section. Quantum Reach contains specific frequencies for emotions and body functions. Quantum Frequency targets specific frequencies for physical functions. Quantum Affirmations contain affirmative frequencies for balancing emotions. Quantum Flowers are frequencies extracted from a wide selection of flowers to target emotional issues. Quantum Chakras have 7 different chakra frequencies to balance energies. Quantum Homeopathics contain frequencies extracted from flowers and other natural elements. Energy Homeoenergetics is a combination of homeopathic and energetic frequencies. There are many wonderful options when using the SEFI feature of AO Scan. In this video, we will show you one example to get you started. At the top of your screen, you will see an erase button. To erase any energies or frequencies in an object, tap the Erase button. Place the object on the fire and tap Start. Now you are ready to imprint that object with any frequencies you desire. For example, if you would like to imprint abundance into your object, you would first tap Quantum Reach. Then under Select Affirmation, choose Abundance. Place your object on the picture and tap Imprint. If you would like to send the frequency to a recipient rather than imprint it into an object, simply choose 2-minute broadcast or continuous broadcast, after making sure the correct recipient is showing in the SEFI target here. Want more information? Tap this question mark to learn more about SEFI. To return to the main menu, tap the AO Scan logo here.
So those videos will be coming soon to your scanner. You'll be able to view those when you go to your program. Say you're in Inner Voice and there's a little question mark in the top right-hand corner. You click on the question mark and that video will pop up. So it's just a quick video to teach you or to teach new people exactly how to run the scan, how to navigate that scan in the scanner. So like Kai said, we have those 4 videos done and we have more coming, but we just wanted to get that head start with those 4, and we love them.
Yeah, they're good. Hopefully they're helpful. I think we're getting really good positive review from them right now as far as their use, as well as the assistance they give to somebody who's never experienced, again, the scanner, and now they get to know during that 3-day trial period what they can do, right? And they explore. Now, we said multiple things in July. July is coming to a close for a big contest.
11 days left.
It's the Disneyland giveaway for the top 3 people who have the most active QLAs on their direct line at the end of this month. Those 3 people and a guest will be invited to Disneyland. A couple nights, nights in the hotel, couple days at the park.
Okay, but not just any hotel. It's the Disneyland hotel.
Yeah, Disneyland hotel.
Come on.
Yeah.
Airfare. It's going to be a really great trip. So keep going, keep recruiting. We say this every week, and it's the truth. The names change.
Yeah.
So we're not sure at this point who is going to win that trip. It's a close one.
Yeah, it's a close one, and people are closing strong. And like we've said before, if Disneyland is not your thing, then you do get to cash out on that if you wanted to take the cash option. So that's
right.
available too. So go for it, win the prize. We'll announce it after the month closes.
All right, and then we are about a month away too from our Dave Discovery. That's our live Dave Discovery in Lehi, Utah, August 26th and 27th. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, they're in your back office.
Yep.
So please join us for that. We have so many experts that are coming in to talk about frequencies, the scanner, health, gut health, nutrition. The list is so long.
So long, and we've put some details about that in the banner and elsewhere, and even in that product listing for buying your tickets. You can get some specifics, including if you're looking for flights, what the airports are, the hotels of nearby, restaurants and things like that, activities as well that you can do while you're here.
Well, and if you want more in-depth information about activities and airports and all of that, go to our website, solexglobal.com, and there is an events page on there, and we get very specific with even fun activities around in Utah that you could do if you're going to spend a couple of extra days while you're here.
Speaking of fun activities, one of the things that if you do have tickets to come and there is room available at the Quantum Wellness Center here at Solex, they are taking, you get a special pricing, special discounts for holding a Dave Discovery ticket. If you call them, you can make an appointment. Things like the theta chamber, the hyperbaric chamber, the light bed. There's an IV bar. There's so many things.
We'll put the number right here for you to call. So if you'd like to make an appointment with the Wellness Center, call now, because I know those spots are filling up pretty fast.
One other thing, we also know that a lot of groups who are coming to Dave Discovery, we've seen teams that are like coming together. They're doing Airbnbs.
Yeah.
They're making a great weekend out of it together as a team. So we obviously would love hearing that, and that's a good thing to do. If you're coming with other folks, make plans to connect beyond just at the event.
Yes. All right, last week on our call, we had a contest as per usual, and we asked you to come on and tell us about your routines. What do you do to take care of your skin? And then we were going to give away
3 Brites. Yeah.
Right to 3 people.
Yep.
So would you like to draw first?
Oh, of course. Let's do it. Here we go. Sabrina Gonder. I always wash my face. I never go to bed with makeup on. I use Brite and a good moisturizer with sunscreen. I drink lots of water and eat the best I can. And that's all you get. Sabrina, awesome. Love that.
I love that you're already using Brite.
Yeah,
that's
straightforward
awesome.
too.
Yes.
All right, next one.
Never go to bed with makeup on. That's a really good one.
I don't.
Lisa Roy Bowers. I take care of my skin by staying hydrated, mineralized with Solex Gold, and eating a diet that works for my body and reduces inflammation. I've been on vacation this weekend out of my routine, and yes, it shows on my face. I also enjoy doing face and neck exercises that help with blood flow and nutrients. I love imprinting my Brite with frequencies and follow up with my illuminator. Thank you, Solex.
Well, they're bringing all kinds of good stuff into that. Of course, we love the mentioning of the Solex things, but all around that, those are good recommendations. All right, number 3.
Brite with illuminator it makes such a difference.
All right, here we go. Number 3. Laura Deming. Laura, she's won before.
She has.
Laura, congratulations. Brite's coming your way. I have experienced skin. I think that is a great way to say it. It's been around for decades. I give it an expensive skincare regimen morning and night, to which I have happily added Brite since it's announced. I love the way Brite feels on my skin. So do I, by the way. I can practically feel my skin cells sucking it up and saying, ah.
That's funny.
Great. Love it.
Okay, that's crazy that all 3 of you that we drew are already using Brite. I love that. Well, we're glad that you love Brite, and we're going to send more your way.
Yep.
So, all right, that's it for announcements, and we're going to turn the time over to Deb and to Jake for Top Enrollers.
Hi, everybody. It's Deb and Jake again. We're here to announce the top enrollers for the week of July 11th through the 17th. And we're not going to give you numbers.
No.
Tell us why, Jake.
Well, because we are doing the Disneyland giveaway where the top 3 with the most active direct QLAs will win. So we're keeping that a secret because we don't want anyone to know, and we want to have this big announcement when it comes.
I know. This is really exciting because for the week of July 11th through the 17th, we have a 3-way tie for second place. 3 people. So one of those people is Emily Tang.
Shacey Ritchie.
And Rebecca McQuilty. Beck McQuilty is what we call her. So congratulations,
Great job,
you
guys.
3. Second place, 3 people. And our top enroller is
Rita Dickinson. I think she took Kai's, criticism last week when he said, why didn't Rita win last week? So I think she's coming in strong this
she's back on fire. Go, Rita.
Good job, Rita.
Congratulations, you guys. Keep up the great work.
Enjoy the rest of the call. See you later. Hey everybody, it's Jake again. I got upgraded, so I get to sit here with Lauren. I'm not just doing the top enrollers or the contest. I'm going to just ask him some questions. So let's just dive right in.
That's great.
Okay, so the first one is, how important is it to hear the frequencies while scanning and optimizing? And is that a part of the scalar providing the optimizing?
Okay, so this is a really good question that has come in. So let's address it in a couple things. When you're doing your normal scans, whether it's vitals, comprehensive, or any of the scans in SEFI, you don't need to listen to those. In fact, they're pretty grating. The reason that there's something for you to hear is so that you know that something is happening. That's the key for the sound there. And what you mentioned there with the scalar is actual fact, that everything that we're doing is in the scalar realm. So that's how you're able to do a remote broadcast. You can actually send those frequencies remotely through that scalar, through the scalar waves. The sounds are there for you to know that something is happening. Now, when it comes to inner voice, that's totally different. Your inner voice, those you do need to hear, and those you need to hear with either earbuds or headphones, because the information in one ear is different from the information in the other. And that is important to hear. So that is working. Inner voice is definitely working with the audible range. That's not a scalar thing. Inner voice, you actually email those files to somebody when you're doing a remote broadcast, so that they are a remote scan, so that they can actually hear those. So everything else in the scanner, it's not critical that you listen to. And in the SEFI, those you don't want to listen to anyway. Those are really meant more to imprint. But on inner voice, good headphones, good earbuds, and listen with those. I would not recommend using the Bluetooth for inner voice. You can use them, but you're going to be better off with an earbud or an over-the-ear headphone for the inner voice.
Awesome.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, that makes total sense. So SEFI has a ton of frequencies to choose from. And sometimes I'm looking at the SEFI and I don't really know which one to select to run for something specific that I'm thinking about or feeling. So how can we learn what to select out of just that wide array of choices?
Okay, so let me take this question and not directly answer it, because it's going to be answered way beyond your wildest expectations at Day of Discovery. Major improvements are coming to the SEFI. Now, for those of you who can't make it to Day of Discovery, you're going to learn all about this right afterwards. But for those who are coming, you're in for a big surprise. It's going to be a lot of fun. So to answer your question more directly, to be able to know what you should do in each one of those categories in SEFI is going to become infinitely easier.
All right, so we have a few more questions about SEFI.
Okay.
And so I'm just going to read this one so we get all the information out. When scanning supplements in a shot glass, is it necessary to do a SEFI erase for the glass after each different supplement is entered, scanned, and saved? If not, wouldn't the glass carry energy from the previous scanned supplement?
Okay. That's a really well thought question. Let me just say, when you're doing any type of an imprint, we always recommend glass, because glass by nature is inert. It doesn't hold frequencies, or at least not very long. But it's always a good practice to erase and clear between every time you use that glass, every time you imprint. Erase it, clear it, just to make, it's just a good practice. And then imprint what you're going to do. So that's the advice. Just clear it and erase it. Okay?
Okay, this one's about reports. So she says all reports. So I'm assuming, it's not one specific one, it's all of them. It keeps repeating to her or him that they need to consider chiropractic. And so this person is currently seeing a chiropractor though. Okay. So why does it keep repeating in the reports?
I'd go see a new chiropractor. All right, I'm just joking, but not completely. If you're seeing a chiropractor and it's still coming up that chiropractic would be something you might want to do, then one of two things is happening. That chiropractor isn't getting to the point that needs to be addressed, and maybe you need to show him your scan. Maybe you need to go in and say, this is where the issue is and here's what my scan says, and maybe he'll look at that and maybe change what he's doing. Or sometimes get a second opinion. I mean, you'd do that if you went to do surgery. You'd almost always go get a second opinion, wouldn't you? It doesn't mean the chiropractor that you're using right now is not good, and that's not what I'm suggesting at all. But sometimes we get into a rut in the way we do things, and I'll just go down and see my chiropractor, and maybe we need a different approach. So that's all it's saying. If it keeps coming up, it's not being addressed.
Okay, cool. What is the purpose of the chromosome scanning results? Medical institutions or doctors and hospitals don't need or look at that information.
Okay. The chromosomes and the DNA that are in your scanner are remnants of the original Russian version of the scanner. And we kept that database in. And it's true, we don't understand all of those, the reasons why the Russians had them in there, and they never gave us explanations either. But with the new databases that are coming out when you go through phase 2 and eventually phase 3, when you get those expanded databases, they do give you a more complete picture of what's going on, even though it's not detailed down to this chromosome and this DNA is this, but it does help in putting the database together to form better suggestions for getting your body back in balance. So that's why it's there.
If something is acute, how long might that have been acute?
Okay. Acute. Again, when you're able to get into the bigger databases, that will give you an idea of up to 5 years with pretty good accuracy. Anything past 5 years, we can't determine conclusively. But even if you don't have the bigger databases, and I'm sure not trying to make everybody feel like you got to go get those databases, chronic just means it's been there for a while and it needs attention. So more importantly, again, I've said in the past, don't worry about your scanner results. Scan, optimize, and then make better decisions in your life. Maybe more water, maybe better diet, maybe more sleep, or at least better quality sleep. Pay attention to what you need to do to get back into balance, not so much how long something's been there. Again, it's there to help us learn how to make better choices.
Speaking of the database, which gets unlocked in phase 2 or after you have completed phase 2, I should say. A lot of people are asking, what do they even want the database? What's included in the database? And so we, Lauren, should we show them what that's all about? Okay.
Hi, everyone. We just finished watching Deborah's presentation on the database and connecting the dots, and she told you a little bit about the reports and how exciting they are. And that's what I want to do right now, is just take you through those reports and let you see really how exciting they are. So on your program, for this right now, we'll do comprehensive. You click on comprehensive. And for this presentation, we're going to do custom scan, but you would normally do your inner voice and your vitals, and then you'd probably hit combined, unless you're going to do just a targeted thing. But for this, I just want to do a few items so you can see how the reports work. So we'll hit custom scan, and after it's populated, we'll deselect everything. For this, I'm going to do, let's say I'll do my upper body of my arteries, and I'll do my left eye, and I'll come down and I'll do my spine, my vertebrae. Okay, so got my items selected. You have already, if you're doing a scan, you already have your things selected that you're going to do. Hit scan. Now, as it's going through and scanning these things, you want to always make sure that you optimize at the end of the scan. If you don't optimize, especially when you want to look at the database, you're going to miss some of that detail. So you want to make sure you scan, then optimize. Now, if you look at the bottom, look at your bottom of your page, you have a new button, Database. Click on Database, and it will now populate the first item we scanned. It's important for you to realize up at the top of your scan, there's a little drop-down box. Right now, it'll show the very first item that we scanned, which in this case was the arteries of the upper body. And then it will go through the 18 databases, and it will show you the things that came up in those databases associated with the arteries of my upper body. Now, what you need to look at here on your report is I have the name, status, percent, and time. Status, high cause or low cause, and Deborah's already gone through and explained what high cause and low cause is. Percentage, the higher the percentage, the more out of a balance that item may be, okay? Time is a little bit different. We can be pretty confident in up to 5 years. So if it says 1 year, or 2 years, or 3 years, or 4 years, we know that that imbalance started to affect the rest of the body or that particular item that you scanned within that period of time. 5 years, we don't know if it's 5 years or 15 years or 20 years. Pretty confident up to 5 years, but after that, it can be any time. So the time, it really is helpful when you're saying, well, when did I really start to notice? Yeah, it was about a year ago or within the last 2 years. That's what the time function's about. Now, if you go down here, you'll see some here where it says miasms. Again, as you know, miasms are things that we inherited, not something that we have. And it's not that if it says tuberculosis or cancer or whatever it is, you don't have that. It's just how somebody in your the generations ahead of you had that issue, and it's affected you, and it's affecting, in this case, it would be my upper body. But in here you see it says 0. So nothing was in that database came up affecting the upper body. And so it goes through all those databases. Before you leave, if you want to look at the rest of those, you have to look at each one separately. So go back up to your drop-down box, hit the little drop-down, and now I want to look at my left eye. It'll take less than 2 seconds to populate that database for you. Again, you're looking at the 18 databases, the number of hits, the time, and the percentage. This is an amazing tool. You will love the database. It just helps bring clarity to some of the stuff that, well, yeah, that makes sense. Or, yeah, about 2 years ago or whatever, I had this issue. The reports are amazing. To get this from our big scanner down into the mobile system has taken us approximately 8 months to reformat it to go to this. So use this, learn it. You're going to find that it is an invaluable tool as you're doing scans. So thanks for being part of phase 2. See you next time. So Jake, the database that we just saw, that portion gets unlocked after you've gone to phase 2. There's another portion of the database, the final amount of the big scanner database, that gets unlocked when they finish phase 3, which isn't available yet. But phase 2, as you can see from this last little video, opens up so much more information and so much more depth on what you've just scanned, and helping you understand kind of how you got where you are, or how your client got to where they are. The database is an amazing tool. Now, Jake, the database isn't for everybody, not necessarily. It's for those who really want to dig deeper into your scans, to help you really understand more of what's happening and what's causing things to be out of balance in your system. So for those of you who really want that, then jump into phase 1 and 2 and get through those. And at the end of phase 2, if you feel like you need more and you want more, phase 3 will be coming shortly thereafter. But the database is only there to help you understand more. It's not going to scan more. It just helps you understand more.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Lauren, for answering some questions.
Jake, this was fun.
And yeah, this was fun. Thanks for letting me be with you guys too. And we'll see you later.
See ya.
Okay, Lauren, you've mentioned, at least to me, that there's some new things coming with Inner Voice. What's happening?
Inner Voice is going to take a major shift forward. You're going to be able to do so much more with the Inner Voice. You're going to be able to select your music. You're going to be able to select different frequencies. You're going to be able to combine them and sandwich them. And we're shooting for Day of Discovery. We may or may not make Day of Discovery, but that's what we're shooting for.
I love that. So I can put like my Bruno Mars overlaying the...
No, you can't put Bruno Mars in.
Okay.
But you'll have other choices that you can put in.
Okay, good.
No Pink Floyd either. It's going to be some really nice stuff.
Maybe something calming. I mean, for some of us, that is peaceful.
Yeah.
But
especially for
no,
you.
that's awesome. The flexibility and the range and the diversity that's going to be available within our voice, I think that just adds so much more variety to it.
And the key is that all of this is just fluff. Because really the base of what's the real purpose and what's underneath all of that is going to stay the same. It's going to be the frequencies that help get your motions back where you need to be so that your physical doesn't take a dive.
Yeah.
But you're going to have more flexibility with what you're listening to. And there's some other things on the therapeutic side, or maybe not therapeutic, but...
Well, there is a therapeutic side to things.
Yes, that's true, but it's more of the frequency balancing side.
Yes, okay.
So, because it's not medical, but it is definitely therapeutic. I mean, sitting out in the sun or on a beach, or for you at Disneyland, it's
it would be therapeutic.
But you're going to have so much more latitude with what you do with it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I love that.
We're pretty excited.
Well, it's the end of the call. It's giveaway time. And speaking of Inner Voice and therapeutic, what about color therapy? What about the LightWave glasses? Should we give those away?
Oh, I think we should. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Okay, so let's, of course, give away three pair of LightWave glasses. Why don't you mention in the comments something you're looking forward to? We generate some happiness around and give some other people some ideas on the comments here on the call. Just mention what you're looking forward to, maybe why. And we'll draw a name next week. Give away some LightWave glasses.
3 of them coming your way. Thanks, guys.
Okay, I'm going to teach you how to speak Australian slang, but I'm going to get Shelby to say the word, and then you have to say what you think it is. I'm going to tell you what it is, and then you have to try and say that.
Australian.
Australian.
Aussie.
Aussie. Oh my gosh, I knew that. Aussie.
Breakfast.
Breakfast? I don't know what an Australian word for breakfast is.
Brekkie.
Brekkie? Brekkie. Biscuit.
Scone.
Scone, okay.
Cracker.
No, scone.
Oh, biscuit.
Biscuit.
Yeah.
Got it.
Cookie.
Cookie. Yeah, it's got to be cookie.
Biscuit.
No, it's not a biscuit. A cookie is not a biscuit.
A cookie
Hold
is a
on.
biscuit.
A cookie's a biscuit, Kai. So what's a biscuit?
A scone. A biscuit's a scone. Oh my goodness, I'm lost. Two things were biscuits.
Yeah. Bicky.
What's a biscuit?
A bicky,
Yeah.
a bicky.
Yeah.
Hey, Kai. What's a
Ready.
chocolate biscuit?
A chocolate what?
A chocolate biscuit.
A cookie?
Love it.
You're starting, Lauren.
Oh, I'm starting.
Say, you know what, Jake?
Jake, come on.
We're just like looking, smiling at each other.
Those are nice white teeth.
Thanks.